people, welcome to Alibaba Vlogs, and today is Saturday the 14th of December 2019, so not long to go for this year to end. So let's start off. We've got quite a few things to discuss, so let's start off with Antony Joshua and Ruiz 2, the rematch. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't really think that Ruiz had a chance in the first fight. It was meant to be a blowover. I think, Joshua didn't really take him seriously. But if you look at the fight, he was still winning the fight. I think he just got caught on the side of the temple with the left hand. And once he got caught with that, he took a knee, tried to recover, couldn't recover. And to be honest with you, all four knockdowns, he stayed down for as long as he could, but there's no way you can recover from them shots because your brain just gets scrambled. So it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how much power you have, what boxing skills you have, what sort of chin you have. It becomes irrelevant because he got punched right in the temple and the brain was scrambled. And then obviously Ruiz, you have to give him it that fatty jumped on him and game carried on the attack. But to be honest with you, he had no chance, and because of that lucky punch, that's what won him the fight. Now, straight after that first fight, everyone, I mean Tyson Fury, he's a hater anyway, Wilder's a hater anyway, they turned around and just basically writ him off. Then people like Lennox Lewis, I mean, come on, Lennox, man. He was meant to be the last greatest heavyweight out there, the undisputed. But to be honest with you, I mean, I think he just likes the camera too much. He just likes to chat shit, just to be relevant, to stay relevant. But to be honest with you, Joshua is a humble man. I think he's a true face of boxing, just like the Klitschko's, well-spoken, well-presented, well-behaved outside the ring. I wouldn't mind my kids looking up to them. I mean, I used to look up to them, and with Joshua, I wouldn't mind my kids looking up to him because he's a true face of boxing. He's a gentleman. He hasn't changed. He respects his parents. He's well-spoken. And then you've got people like Dylan White, and you've got bloody Tyson Fury, and you've got Billy Joe, and then you've got, Wilder and all these bums here. I mean, obviously they're good boxers, don't get me wrong. They are good boxers. But it's not only about boxing. Boxing is just not for, street boys. It's a sport that, kids are really interested in these days. And you need someone who's well-presented, who the kids can look up to. So for them all to write him off, and Joshua obviously come back, done what he had to do, done it in excellent style. I would have preferred, I mean, my prediction was that he was going to knock him out in the 8th round, but I'm glad he actually schooled him for the 12. I don't think I gave Ruiz any rounds. I mean, gave him 1 or 2 rounds, and that's just by being generous because you have to give him something. But personally, I think it was a whitewash. So Joshua, well-deserved victory there. Good to have you back, champ. I hope you stay humble the way you did in defeat, and you did in the post-fight interview after the victory. I just hope you stay on top, but you need to focus because you'll probably get away with Wilder, but Tyson's going to be a little handful, and I just want you to beat all of them, to be honest with you. Once you've beaten them, I think then you can secure your legacy and you can be the undisputed. I don't think anyone else deserves it more than you. I mean, Tyson Fury is an excellent boxer, but I wouldn't want my kids, I mean, I can't decide for everyone else, but I wouldn't want my kids to look up to him because he chats shit. Even though he backs it up, but he chats shit, he's rude. And now the tables have turned. Joshua's got his belts back, yeah? So he's basically 3 months behind. 6 months, 3 months behind because of that little setback that he had with Ruiz. But he's right in that, yeah? So he's defeated the guy that's beaten him. And now I think Fury and Wilder, the pressure's on you guys now, because one of you two has to lose. There's no way they're going to be able to do another draw. Yeah. Personally, I think what's his name? The last fight, I think, Fury outboxed him. Yeah. Wilder. He outboxed Wilder. But he got knocked out, mate. And you know what I mean? Knocked out. He got knocked out. That fight should have been stopped. It was a slow count. They gave him time to get up and recover and all that. That fight should have been stopped as soon as he laid there on the floor with his arms wide open, like he's like sunbathing or something. They should have stopped that fight. So basically, a draw. Yeah, you have to accept the draw because either way, both sides have got good arguments. Fury did outbox him throughout the whole fight, but Wilder knocked him out. Then obviously got up like Undertaker and that. So yeah, and Lennox, please, mate. Come on, mate. You've had your days. Yeah, if you could say something good, say something good. But according to me, mate, you are a Joshua hater. Yeah, and you're up Wilder's ass. Yeah, and you don't even bother with Fury now because Fury had you up a few times, mate. He put it on you. Whenever you chatted shit, he turned around and gave it back to you. So now you've stopped even mentioning him. With Joshua, why should Joshua be ringing you and asking you for advice? He's got so many other greats out there. Me personally, I think anyone that laces up gloves and goes out there and does it. Yes, you were the undisputed. Yes, you were the undisputed, but you're forgetting the Vitali one. Vitali battered you, mate. Vitali was beating your ass, and you retired, mate. You didn't even give him a rematch. Yeah. So, to be honest with you, I think you need to just zip it up a little, man, because you're going to just lose your legacy like this. It's the next generation. Let them have their time. If you've got something good to say, say it. But you like with this Ruiz fight, first you were saying, no, Ruiz, why should Ruiz fight out of America? Ruiz should choose where they're going to fight. And then when the fight was actually made in Saudi, then you come out with, Joshua's management should have brought the fight back to Britain. Why did he do it in Saudi Arabia? So you're on flip-flops, mate. I think granddad days are getting to you, my friend. So Joshua, good one, mate. Congratulations. I was actually really happy that you've regained your titles, and stay humble, my man. Stay humble. Okay, what else? There's a new rumor going around that Mayweather's coming out of retirement. Come on, mate. Everybody knows Mayweather can come and he can come out and fight a snooker player. And he will still make more than all these guys in boxing these days. So I think he just needs to retire because he's not going to really fight anyone. He's not going to go and fight the Porters. He's not going to go and fight the Spence. He's not going to fight Crawford. I don't think he's even going to fight. What's his name? Pacquiao. To be honest with you. So I don't know. I think he just needs to